Wala silang pakialam kung ilan libong mamatay.
Has refused to admit that people are dying, turning a blind eye to the people who are getting sick, turbo cancers, myocarditis, children who are suddenly sick as if they are 60, 70-year-old people. We look into their eyes, there does not seem to be any sympathy for the people who have died, for the people who are now physically disabled because of these vaccines.
Ang dami sa atin mga naka-face mask. Takot na eh. And even sa Dagupan, nag-declare na sila doon na mag-face mask na. Oh, what's next? Takot na naman tayo lahat? Face mask na naman tayo lahat? O tapos, lockdown na naman tayo? O pag hindi ka vaccinated ng another vaccine na i-order ng WH, i-impose sa atin, i-mandate sa atin, hindi ka na naman makakalabas? That's what you want to happen again to all of us?
Your Honor, we always base it on data.
Which data are you referring to?
The data of the increased number of cases.
How many cases do we have in the Philippines right now?
Yes.
How many cases do we have in the Philippines right now?
I have no data on the
Wala pala kayong data.
because this is
How would you-
our
Bakit
speaking
high
of
alert yan?
international.
Doon sa pandemic treaty, magkakaroon na siya ng mandato na ngayon talagang mandatory na. Na kapag sinabi ng WHO that these are the vaccines and these are the intervention na gagawin nila, no other country can say no anymore. Because magiging binded na tayo sa lahat. For example, Yusek, katulad nitong nasa news ng GMA News Online, sinasabi na ang AstraZeneca nag-withdraw na sila ng kanilang lahat ng kanilang vaccine sa buong mundo. Okay? Ang sinasabi kasi sa report na to sa Telegraph sa Amerika, AstraZeneca admits its COVID vaccine can cause rare side effect in court documents for the first time. Nagkaroon ng side effect kaya wini-withdraw na ng AstraZeneca yung kanilang mga vaccine. And even the Pfizer, under the confidential report that we secure, ganun din po. At marami mga side effect, thrombosis, myocarditis, na nakita natin na yun na naging tema ng ating resolution that 297,000 excess deaths were recorded in the Philippines. At ito ngang ginagawa nilang pandemic treaty na supposedly ang purpose is to protect yung ating citizenry, we have experience of a lot of adverse effects in the last pandemic. And in doing so, na magkakaroon na naman tayo ng pandemic in a very short time, and according to our historical background on pandemic, hindi naman laging nagkakaroon ng pandemic. Ngayon lang ata na wala pa ang pandemic, ibinobloat na agad ng media na meron na namang another variants na dumarating sa ating bansa. Hindi ba natin napapansin na nagkakaroon ng pananakot sa ating mga kababayan? And then injecting this pandemic treaty on all of us will put us in the same situation where we have 4 years ago, nang kung saan nagkaroon tayo ng lockdown, yung ating karapatang pantao na violate, those who doesn't want to be vaccinated, na puwersa, dahil nga doon sa mga pinairal nating na batas na we in Congress were able to approve as well, na kung tutuusin, naging bahagi tayo because of the fear that was injected to the minds of the people, not only of this country, but all over the world. So, ang pandemic kasi, I think, hindi katulad na nangyari sa atin noong nakaraang pandemic, na kung saan, ni-lockdown tayong lahat. And kaya nga, andito ang Human Rights Committee, because certain rights were violated. Di ba? Ang dami Hindi ka makakapasok ng trabaho dahil wala kang baksin. Hindi ka makapunta ng mall dahil wala kang baksin. Hindi ka makatravel. Di ba? We were all locked down. Businesses were closed.
Hindi naman siguro the World Health Organization is not immune from corruption, correct? What I'm saying is, yung mga malaking manufacturing dito ng gamot that would influence some of the members of the World Health Organization. Di ba? Yun ang isang ano ko dito Wala silang pakialam kung ilan libong mamatay dito. As long as we are going to comply with the rules of the WHO. Kaya sinasabi ko, anong penalty, anong sanctions? We should know about that.
Wala silang sanction.
Congressman Dan Fernandez wrote the World Health Organization on November 28th to assert that what was done by the DOH was illegal. This was received at the WHO headquarters in Manila, and Congressman Dan Fernandez spoke for the Filipino people when he said that this act of agreeing to the amendments or not objecting to it was illegal under WHO rules. Lunas Pilipinas backed up Congressman Fernandez's letter to the WHO. We sent a letter on behalf of the Filipino people. If the DOH is not willing to stand up for the rights of the Filipino people, there are people like Congressman Fernandez and the honorable congressman here in this room who will. And there are Filipino people who are sick and tired of how the DOH has let us down, has refused to admit that people are dying, turning a blind eye to the people who are getting sick, turbo cancers, myocarditis, children who are suddenly sick as if they are 60, 70-year-old people. Your Honors, we have seen the cavalier attitude of the DOH here over the past 5 hearings. They don't care. We look into their eyes, there does not seem to be any sympathy for the people who have died, for the people who are now physically disabled because of these vaccines.
Attorney Lat, you still have words, no? But I'd like to ask you, when you wrote a letter to the WHO, what was the answer given to you?
There was no answer, Congressman Abante.
Disturb tayo.
There's no answer. Hindi kayo pinansin.
It was received. We were
It
able
was
to confirm
received,
that it was
but
received.
there was no answer.
There was no answer.
I just want to put on record, Mr. Chair, that there is no answer given. Now, if, for example, the DOH would, in a way, support you on this, you think it will help?
With all due respect, I think it's too late because according to the rules, any amendments, any objections to the amendment should have been made by December 1, 2023.
Okay, now perhaps in the current situation right now, it will not be too late because the Bureau of Quarantine of the Department of Health made a heightened alert over flirt. I'd like to find out from the DOH, is this one of the amendments given by the WHO or the treaty given by that you should declare heightened alert, that you are just obeying WHO treaty on this? DOH.
And before
Heightened
you,
alert. I would like to find out where you got the word heightened alert.
Yes.
What is this a precursor of another lockdown? Because it's heightened alert.
yes, before you answer, no, in addition to that, kung mapapansin mo lahat ng mga pronouncement ng WHO at Tedros, sinasabi, prepare for the next pandemic. Sinabi ni Biden, prepare for the next pandemic. Ito naman, Pilipinas, so heightened alert, prepare for the worst. Are you conditioning the minds of the Filipinos to be prepared on something? Kaya nakakaano. Sige, si Sir, ano pang pangalan nila? Can you state your name?
Dr. Gilberto Feliciano, representing po yung DOH Bureau of Quarantine.
Sige, paano nyo naano itong heightened alert na ito? Anong batayan ng Bureau of Quarantine on the heightened alert status?
Actually, sir, that is dapat for our stations to be alerted. Siyempre, our mandate as a bureau.
Di ba yung heightened alert na yan, nagbibigay ng takot sa mga tao yan?
Sir, dapat kasi yan yung, that is supposed to be given to our stations from the NCR, the whole of the Philippines, in all our international airports and seaports, because that is our mandate that we should look for and prevent the entry of other of all diseases that can be carried on.
Ito na, singit lang ako. Because of this kind of, news, no? Tingnan mo, ang dami sa atin mga naka-face mask. Takot na eh. And even sa Dagupan, nag-declare na sila doon na mag-face mask na. Oh, what's next? Takot na naman tayo lahat. Face mask na naman tayo lahat. O tapos, lockdown na naman tayo. O pag hindi ka vaccinated ng another vaccine na i-order ng WH, i-impose sa atin, i-mandate sa atin, hindi ka na naman makakalabas. That's what you want to happen again to all of us. Kailangan kumilos po tayo, mga kasama. Sige, Congressman, Chairman. Yeah.
I just would like to ask the Bureau of Quarantine. So, what was the basis of the heightened alert? Because, look, you're not actually, you're not actually preparing the people for the worst, but you're actually causing people to fear. Pwede naman magkaroon kayo ng screening and na hindi kayo dideclare ng heightened alert. Kaya ang tanong ko, is that a precursor to later on lockdown natin tong ating bansa because of that? Saan nyo nakuha ito? Is this one of the agreements made in the World Organization that whenever a new COVID virus comes in, that the country should once and for all begin to say heightened alert? Saan nyo nakuha ito?
Your Honor, as the order was directed to
Who ordered?
our director, Director Salcedo.
Sino ang director nyo?
Director Salcedo po.
He's a doctor, right?
Yes po.
Okay. So, anong order niya?
This is ordered to all station chiefs that are manning both all international airports and seaports. That directive was for them, and a copy was made to the Department of Health. Unfortunately, we do not know who leaked that out, because that is primarily because our mandate is to watch for
You
incoming.
still have words. Yun ang problema sa Pilipinas. Palagi may naglilik. Now, I just would like to find out, who advised your director to order heightened alert?
Kasi sir, mandate naman talaga po namin yan. We are
plano
always
nyo, plano nyo.
out in the lookout for any, aside for, not only for COVID, but also for other diseases that can potentially come in. Now, the heightened alert, we have the data because primarily we are looking at, we do not want to increase the number of
Sir, anong naging basis nyo? Kasi nabasa ko rin sa mga different news, meron din sa Amerika, meron din sa Europe, meron naman sila X-disease. Meron naman sila iba-ibang mga ilalabas na naman na hindi mo malaman kung saan nanggagaling yung barometer nila on trying to say that there is a flirt virus that come out. Tapos, meron din sa kanilang iba namang klase ng virus that come out as well. Para bang nagiging nagiging, what do you call that? To sow fear to the community, kailangan sabihin mo may virus na nandiyan sa labas. So, ano naging barometer nyo para to say na meron nga ganitong flirt? Di ba?
Okay. Sir, yung database na we are getting from is actually also from World Health Organization.
So, galing din sa WHO.
The numbers. Yes, sir.
Ayan. At least
Because then, Your Honors, as we said, we are looking at as our mandate to protect our country for incoming diseases. We would like to emphasize that in order to really be prepared in all to prevent the further lockdowns or any other excessive use of
Okay. Congressman Acop, you have the floor.
Director, siguro naman meron kayong protocol or criteria when you have to declare heightened alert or high alert or whatever. Kasi, pag pinakikinggan ko po kayo doon sa heightened alert, ibig sabihin, alert na kayo. Di po ba? Otherwise, you wouldn't heighten the alert. Tama?
yes po.
Ano po yung kondisyon na naka-alert tayo? Kasi dapat may criteria yan di ba? Kasi,
yung increasing number po
pataas
ng
na pataas yung alert Parang sa military ba, kung sinabi blue alert kami, may certain conditions. Pag nag-red alert, meron din kaming conditions. Ngayon, doon po sa inyong bureau, meron po bang conditions o criteria rin? Basta nag-declare na lang kayo ng heightened alert without trying to find out whether certain criteria are existing.
Of course, sir, Your Honor, we will base it on the increasing number of cases all over the world. Now,
Not basically number of cases in our country. Why use the data for the whole world?
kasi po ang mandate namin po, Your Honor, is that
No, hindi po nyo sinasagot yung tanong ko po eh. Why should you base your decision on a data for the whole world when in fact it would only affect, your decision would only affect our country?
Yes, Your Honor. Because our mandate is to protect our country from incoming diseases.
Yeah, I agree. Pero ang tinatanong ko nga is, ano yung mga criteria for you para mag-declare na on alert tayo? Ngayon, sinabi nyo sa dyaryo, heightened alert tayo. Kasi kami, sa organization na pinanggalingan ko, pag nag-declare kami ng blue alert, there are certain conditions present. Pag nag-declare kami ng red alert, there are certain conditions present. Sa inyo bang bureau, wala po yun? Or you just, because of the data or because of the order of WHO, mag-declare kayo ng heightened alert?
Your Honor, we always base it on data.
Which data are you referring to?
The data of the increased number of cases.
How many
overall.
cases do we have in the
For-
Philippines right now?
Yes.
How many cases do we have in the Philippines right now?
I have no data on the
Wala pala kayong data.
because this
How
is
would you say-
we're
Bakit
speaking
heightened
of
alert yan?
international data. But for the Philippines, I have no data on.
Please,
the-
Congressman Ako, please stay. Please stay. We need
Chair,
you
that
here.
is- that-
We need you
Mr.
here.
Chair, if I may add, I think that's...
No, you have to answer rightly, ano. You are the representative of the, ano ba to, sa
Bureau of Quarantine. But that
Bureau
will
of
be under
Quarantine
Department
kayo.
of Health.
Dapat
Another
precise ang
view,
sagot nyo.
ano.
Well, wait. We need to invite in the next hearing, we will be inviting the Director Ferdinand Salcedo. The COMSEC is hereby directed. Cool ka muna, Congressman Ako. Alam ko mainit na ulo mo. At,
Mr. Chair, we are just circling around, so why don't we just continue this discussion? We suspend the session right now. We invite the others who ought to be here. Because right now, we only have directors here.
Oh, sige. Okay. In the next hearing, we will be inviting over the heads of the different
We'd like to
departments.
invite the head of the Bureau of Quarantine.
Yeah.